So a pretty common question for me at conferences that I attend is FinTech friend or foe? And I think the person asking the question is looking for the zippy headline of FinTech are foes and their problems for the banks or financial services firms. And the practical reality is you really have to look at every individual company and understand what are they trying to accomplish. I mean, FinTechs in many cases have done an amazing job of studying deeply a certain set of customer problems and then focusing solely on solving them. We're big banks and we have a lot of things to keep track of and do, and so you shouldn't be closed to the idea of working with someone who has solved the problem in a better way and finding a way to be able to collaborate. And the great news is most FinTechs, as part of their business model, actually is find enterprise class customers to be able to do business with. And so you've got to understand their objectives and their motives and what their business is about, and then be able to collaborate with them in constructive ways. So we do a couple of things there. One of which is we work with accelerators in the startup community and actively mentor. That gets us engaged and also part of the community. We also have developed hackathons where we invite developers and designers who might have an idea but haven't built it yet to actually work with us and code and compete for new ideas and challenges to work with us. When I think about the big problems that are being worked on by the industry, there are just many, right? So it's sort of a long answer, but there's the emerging technology space. So there's a lot of really interesting work happening in distributed ledger and the like, where banks and non-banks are advancing well beyond sort of the proof of concept phase and moving into trials and pilots. And so that's promising, probably longer tail. There's a lot of application happening with taking the concept of big data, maybe an overused term, but applying machine learning and artificial intelligence to improve the customer experience. So using things like predictive analytics to better enable service for the customer. There seems to be a lot of potential, and there's a lot of work happening in that space. And then sort of closer to reality, right, in terms of products that are being delivered, we're seeing the mashup of the utility of some of the devices that consumers have been using for one thing, like mobile banking, and then with their permission being able to do things like share their location so that we can improve things like authorizations, approval rates, and reduce fraud. All of that is creating a better experience for our customers, and it's also improving our businesses as we continue to refine how those products and services work.